Okay, so we've just stamped our foreground there with the grass and a few flowers. And the last thing I want to add is just a couple of little mushrooms. Seeing how it's fairy and all. Just going to add those to the side, again stamping off the page there. And on that side there as well. Okay, so I'm happy with the foreground there. So I'm just going to pop some more detail up in the sky because it looks a bit empty. And I've got this stamp here, which is also from the Inka Dinka Doo Autumn Fall Season stamp set. So just inking that one up. And again, this will add foreground detail to the front of your project, but it's up in the sky, so it just sort of ties it in and makes it look as if you're looking through some foliage or something onto the fairies. So making sure to stamp off the page. Put that one there. Ink up my stamp again. A bit more detail down the side here. Okay, I'm happy with that at the moment. Just pop a few stars on. And then just stamping off. Just going back to that stamp that I used around here. Just want to add a little bit more detail on this side. Okay. Yep, so I'm happy with that now. All I have to do, just allow that to dry for a couple of seconds. Now if you wanted to add detail as if there was some more trees behind these hills, such as like in this one here, all you need to do is apply the negative from your hill that we use to make the hill. You apply the negative along the bottom and then stamp on top, so you're basically protecting that foreground and then stamping on top, so that when you take this away it gives it the illusion that it's actually in the background. So that should be pretty good now. Just going to turn that over, take my blue ink and just apply a little bit around the edges there just to tie it all in. I find when I use the Stays On or the archival ink, it gives you a much more crisp look to the foreground stamping. And that looks a little bit stark in the middle there, so I'm just going to gently rub over that just to add a little bit of colour. Okay, so then we end up with this. And just to add some finishing off touches to it, I like to use a little bit of liquid pearls. So I'll just randomly pop those. Like fairy dust throughout my tree. I usually use a couple of colours. I might use purple this time. And then when I've used a waterproof ink, I like to put a little bit of stickles just on the wings of the fairies. I'm not sure if it might bleed a bit with this not being a water-based ink. Oh, sorry, with this being a water-based ink. So just dabbing a little bit of stickles on there. And that's it, pretty much finished. Now you can add as much extra detail as you like with your white gel pen or whatever, but that's our finished product there. Once that's dried, I'll just mount that onto a bit of black cardstock, and there you go, you've got a card topper ready to go. Or use it in one of your mini books as a postcard, as I did. So there we go, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that, and if you do one, please send it as a video response, because I'd love to see your design. Thanks, see ya.